The investment committee is answering your questions. Sarah in Ohio writes, hi, I'm retired, live off my dividends. My GM stock sold on a stop order, preserving my 70% gain. Good for you, Sarah. What should I buy for dividend income? That is a good question. Jason, what do you tell her?
Yeah, it's a nice gain. So for me, P&G, I like P&G here. 2.2% yield. In the latest quarter, organic sales are up about 6%. But I really saw how they've managed this, inflationary environment. So they've really demonstrated really strong pricing power. So P&G would be the pick for me.
Yeah, and Steph, you're talking about J&J at the very top, and here you go again, J&J, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a 2.5% yield. It's been growing that yield consistently every year, in addition to buying back stock. But you have the state-of-the-art pharma company, double-digit growth. They've got 19 novel drugs in their pipeline, anywhere from $1 billion to $5 billion in peak sales, in oncology especially. That's their strength. They have a med tech business that's recovering and will continue to recover, and they're going to spin out the consumer. So I think they're doing all the right things. And I think it's a name you can kind of sleep at night with. Not a lot of volatility, not a lot of beta.
Josh Brown, what do you like for dividends?
Yeah, so just to be clear, like I don't give advice to the public, and when I talk, it's about what I personally am doing. And my favorite dividend holding currently is, for myself, is Invitation Homes. So it's INVH is the ticker. Basically, this is a company that's got 80,000 single-family homes in its portfolio that it rents out, 16 markets, mostly in the West and in Florida, all in places where its rental costs are lower than it would cost to actually own the single-family home. I had the CEO and founder, Dallas Tanner, on my podcast last year. If you want to learn more about what he's building, I would urge you to listen to that. I think this is a very durable name, and I think it's got a built-in inflation protection because rents can be raised when needed as costs in the economy go up. So I am long INVH.
Dr. J, how do you think about dividends? Because you can take any stock and sort of create your own dividend in a way with buy right strategy.
You're exactly right, Mel. I would pick big, safe stocks like Apple to do that. But for this question in particular, Mel, and because of my outlook for energy right now, with the demand exceeding the supply, I think ExxonMobil 4.6% dividend yield, as you very accurately said, you can turn that into a 20+% return just by selling upside calls against it. Having a stock with that kind of demand, I think really behooves you to pay attention to what the numbers are. And if you're somebody that gets the hang of options, turning this thing into that cash flow, as Mr. Wonderful likes to say, is something that I would highly recommend.